Trigger freeze. That reload was shit. What's happening? I'm gonna throw some people for a loop today. Obviously something is missing. Post-shot show. I grow a beard about every 5 or 6 months. And then I get tired of it and I shave it off. So today is the day. But today is also the day. I was waiting for the rain to clear up and we are out here. This one has been coming for a couple months. I got reached out to by Vice President of Caracal USA about, and I'd already been looking at this. I'll get to what these are in a sec. And I had been building all these foreign guns, and I eventually broke down and ended up with my Faux 16, F-A-U-X. This is actually a hodgepodge of real HK parts, bolt carrier group, buffer and spring, and then an ADM lower, and then it's an HK gas block, but then it's like Brownell's barrel and clone upper. So regardless, it's for all intents and purposes HK 416 with the vented gas block. On this, I am running the KGM R556A2. So I built this. Hadn't had a bunch of time to run it. This is sitting with a overbore systems, aim point comp 5, mod light, Arasaka, etc. Well, Caracal reached out and they wanted to send me their 416 equivalent, which is called the 816, Car 816 A2. This is also the 10.5 inch barrel. Kind of an interesting story behind this, using the designers of the 416 and then the SIG 416 clone-ish gun. Caracal hired them and released this gun. Caracal, basically really unknown in the United States because they are a company based out of UAE and aren't allowed to do a whole lot of marketing here. So they exist, they've been on the market. This is their short stroke gas piston, adjustable gas block, 10.5 inch gun. Some changes I made to it. The controls on it weren't necessarily my ideal one, so changed out the grip, put a radiant charging handle on it, forward controls selector. Other than that, I'm running the Steiner, the magnesium housing, and this is called the DSR1. I'm gonna probably eat my words on that, but this is their red dot on an overbore systems riser, mod light B5 Arasaka. And this is actually my first hard day on a Lazarus 6 from Dead Air. So running the KGM and the Lazarus 6 on this. Today, so far, I have 150-ish rounds on the Caracal, kind of bouncing back and forth with about another 30 or 40 on the 416 to kind of compare them against each other. For being basically the same size barrel length, same short stroke gas piston gun with a high flow can, very similar. And a lot of the idiosyncrasies of running both of them is based around the fact that I have very different buttstocks on these things, as one's a pistol and one's an SBR. And so fighting around this rounded 416 buttstock, which I'm most likely going to replace with the slimmer one, has really been the biggest issue. I had the KGM R556 come loose a tooth, which for some reason, whenever I freaking run these, the first time out, they tend to do that. Didn't baffle strike or anything, but just an observation today. The Lazarus has not come loose, and so that's great. This is sitting on Xeno, not chemo. And so I'm gonna shoot a bunch and hopefully put this up for you guys, but basically just doing a brief kind of talk through. If you guys didn't know this thing exists, like I said, I'll probably put 300 rounds through it today as kind of a breaking in, and then probably do a follow-up video here in another few months when I crest a couple thousand rounds on it. So. So it's got an adjustable gas block on it, and I started out with it just full as it came out of the box, which is vertical. And it shot about 2:30, maybe 2 o'clock. Probably about 10-foot ejection. Turned it down a little bit, brought it a little bit closer. I'm running it right now, which I think is the gas setting that's all the way open. So it's throwing out brass probably a couple feet out of the ejection port. Super soft running gun. And Lazarus 6 seems to be doing fairly well. So yeah, we'll keep shooting this thing. A little bit of dirt. Never hurt. There we go. All right, let's try that again. Well, I only got one round, but we're gonna give it a shot. We'll do a reload into an empty chamber. That's one thing I am gonna swap out on this gun, anyways. Is it's not necessarily bad. It's about the same size as the stock one. I like the forward controls bolt stop. So got the forward control selector. Really like that a lot. Probably gonna swap out that too. But yeah, she runs. All right, sitting here at about 7 yards. I'm gonna do. I call it Virginia. Somebody else probably has a name for it. Basically, it goes 3 targets. These aren't actually evenly spaced, but fuck it. We're gonna send it head, box, body, 2 to the head. Reload like an El Prez. Body, head, body. We're gonna see if I don't fuck it up on camera. I don't have a shot timer with me today, so you're gonna have to magically assume what time this is. All right. I underdrove one. We'll see. So I'm at about 7 yards. So I got an edge, Alpha Charlie. That's Charlie. A little bit low on that one. And then a little bit low on that one. So a little bit of the offset stuff with this. Yeah,